In the first 6 months of this year, over 150,000 tech jobs were wiped out. Not rumors, not predictions. Filed, confirmed, reported layoffs, and for the first time ever, the #1 reason companies gave was AI. Amazon cut 16,000 corporate jobs in January. Meta cut 8,000 in May. Oracle has quietly eliminated 21,000 positions this year alone. And Cloudflare's own CEO went on record and said it directly. We don't need as many people because AI does the work now. This isn't a scary story to get you to watch a video. This is happening to people your age, in your field, right now, while you're watching this. But here's the part almost nobody is telling you. Inside every single one of these companies, there's a small group of employees AI didn't touch. Same company, same layoffs. They kept their jobs. Some even got promoted into new AI-focused roles. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what separated them from the 150,000 who got the email. And it's not luck. Here's what's interesting, and honestly, a little terrifying. This isn't a tech-only problem anymore. Citigroup is targeting 20,000 job cuts by the end of this year, and its own CFO has publicly tied it to AI tools. PayPal announced nearly 4,800 cuts. Intuit cut 3,000 people, 17% of its workforce, to reallocate toward AI. Dell cut 11,000 jobs and paid out over $500 million in severance to do it. Finance, fintech, software, customer service. It's spreading across every white-collar industry at once. And here's the mistake almost everyone makes when they hear this. They assume it's about being bad at your job. It's not. Most of these were high performers. The layoffs weren't about who worked hardest. They were about whose job, not whose person, AI could now do. That distinction is about to save some of you, and it's about to blindside the rest. Wait until you see this one. Salesforce's own CEO, Mark Benioff, said it publicly on a podcast. The company shrank its customer support team from 9,000 people to 5,000. Not quietly, not a rumor. He said it himself out loud because he's proud of it. That's roughly 4,000 jobs gone from one department at one company because AI agents now handle the support conversations humans used to. Here's the detail almost nobody reports though. Klarna did the same thing, cut around 700 support workers and replaced them with AI, and then had to quietly bring humans back after customer satisfaction collapsed. The AI could answer fast. It couldn't handle the messy, emotional, this isn't in your script conversations that used to be the entire job. Write that down, because it's about to matter a lot for what you do next. This changes everything. Klarna's failure and Salesforce's success both point to the exact same line, the line between what gets automated and what doesn't. AI agents are ruthless at repeatable, rules-based work. They are still bad, genuinely bad, at judgment. Ambiguity, reading a situation that doesn't match the script. Atlassian's CEO said something almost nobody quotes when they talk about this story. He said the company isn't trying to replace people, but it would be dishonest to pretend AI doesn't change how many people you need for certain kinds of work. Read between the lines. Certain kinds, not all kinds. The kind that survives is judgment work. The kind that gets cut is process work. And most people have never once sat down and asked which one their actual job is. Here's the mistake almost everyone makes. They wait to find out which category they're in until the layoff email is already in their inbox. Don't wait. Tonight, before you go to bed, do this. Write down every single task you did at work this week. Next to each one, ask yourself honestly, could a well-trained AI agent with the right instructions have done this exact task with zero human judgment involved? Be brutally honest. Could AI help with this? Could it have done the whole thing without you making a single judgment call in the middle? If more than half your list says yes, that's not a punishment. That's information. And it's the most valuable information you'll get all year because right now you still have time to act on it. The people who got the layoff email didn't get that warning. You just gave it to yourself for free. But here's what nobody tells you, and it's the part that should give you real hope instead of just fear. Meta laid off 8,000 people in May, but in that same announcement, they moved roughly 7,000 employees into brand new AI-focused roles. IBM cut thousands of positions this year and in the same breath said it plans to triple its entry-level hiring for AI and hybrid cloud roles. Read that again. These aren't companies that hate people. They're companies desperately trying to figure out who's worth keeping in a world where the old version of the job doesn't exist anymore. The jobs aren't disappearing into nothing. They're being replaced by different jobs, ones that supervise, direct, and improve the AI instead of competing with it. IBM even said something wild if you dig into it. Roughly 200 of their own HR positions were replaced by AI agents, while the company simultaneously went on a hiring spree for AI-focused roles. Same company. Both true at once. This is where things get really interesting. Every single company on this list, Meta, IBM, Salesforce, Cloudflare, Citigroup, is quietly hunting for the same type of employee. The person who can sit between the AI and the outcome, who can look at what the agent produced and catch the mistake it doesn't know it made, who can make the call the AI isn't allowed to make on its own. Nobody's teaching this in school. There's no certificate for it yet. Which means right now, this month, is the exact moment to start building it, before it becomes as competitive as every other Learn AI course flooding the internet. The move is simple, even if it's uncomfortable. Stop asking, how do I use AI to do my job faster? And start asking, which parts of my job would I trust an AI agent to do completely unsupervised, and which parts would terrify me to hand over? That second list is your job security. Here's my honest opinion, and I know some of you will disagree with it in the comments. Good, I want that. I don't think this is a story about AI destroying jobs. I think it's a story about companies finally being forced to admit how much of the modern white-collar job was never really about a person's unique judgment at all. It was just process, dressed up as a career. That's an uncomfortable thing to hear. It was uncomfortable for me to say. But the flip side is real too. The demand for people who can supervise, correct, and improve AI systems is growing inside the exact same companies making these cuts. This isn't the end of the story. It's a filter, and filters have a side you can be on. So here's where this leaves you. 150,000 jobs are already gone this year, and it's not slowing down. But inside every one of those companies, there are people who kept their seat, not because they were irreplaceable as workers, but because they made themselves impossible to automate as decision makers. Do the exercise tonight. Every task, one question. Could AI have done this whole thing without me? Your answers are about to tell you more about your next 5 years than your resume ever could. Comment below with your industry and your honest guess. What percentage of your job do you think is pure process versus real judgment? I'm going to read through these and pull the most interesting ones for a follow-up video, industry by industry. If this was a wake-up call you needed, subscribe, because the next one covers exactly how to reposition yourself inside your current company before any of this reaches your desk. See you in the next one.